Hello, interns. I know you want me to make a video, but I had no clue what I should write about. So I Googled like things you could have opinions on or something and stumbled across this list from the New York Times of 163 questions I think you're supposed to use to force students to do writing projects, but I'm going to answer all of them right now. I've read some of these, but not all of them. We're going to try to do this in one take too because I'm lazy. Number one, do apps help you or just waste your time? Coming from someone who just doubled their Tetris record, clearly they're fantastic. Do you keep a diary or journal? No. My mom wanted me to do this thing of writing things I'm grateful for, and she thought I would do it, and I died on day 2. Oops. Should schools offer cash bonuses for good test scores? If they're referring to me, then yes, but for teachers, I don't really care. Would you like to take a class online? No. I mean, no, I'll just say no. Are children of illegal immigrants entitled to a public education? Thanks, New York Times. This got political. We're just gonna skip that for now. If there are any questions you want me to go into greater detail on in the future because you're so fascinated, comment below. What is your personal credo? I have no clue what that means. Hopefully it wasn't something sexual. How do you personalize the things you're required to have at school? Is this uniforms or something? I don't know, but I don't do anything, I guess. So maybe I need to be more unique. Should students be required to take drug tests? I don't really care, but I think some people might. Not gonna expose anyone. Do you participate in class? Okay, my class participation has gone down recently because I have senioritis and I like playing Tetris. I'm not gonna expose myself any further because I don't know who watches these. Do attractive people have advantages others don't? Yes. They're hot and other people aren't. Sounds like an advantage to me. What motivates you? I don't know, probably success and attention. Maybe we could just go Calvin and Hobbes and just say cars, money, and women. That kind of covers it all. Do you support affirmative action? Isn't that getting taken away at Harvard or something right now because of Asians? I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna dodge all the political questions. What role does television play in your life and the life of your family? Well, in the life of my family, it consisted of my mother's entire childhood. In my life, I don't know. I watched some TV. I got Netflix recently. You all need to watch The Good Place and Arrested Development, or I'm going to be very upset with you. These are 2 fantastic shows. Why do you write? Because school requires it. Even though really I like to think of myself as a creative person, so I should really write more. It really applies to anyone who's a creative person, should really do more writing. Do you use Facebook? At this point only for groups, because all of my friends are on Instagram, so that's what I use that for. In fact, I just got a message on my phone that I have 18 Facebook notifications, so that says a lot about my Facebook usage. What journey do you most want to make? As you can see, I haven't read some of these. Metaphorically, a journey to I metaphors on the fly. What do I do? Improv. I want to go. I don't know, on nice trips. Maybe I just want my journey to school to not be filled with idiots who crash on the highway. I feel like that's not what this question was going for, but we'll move on to what are you afraid of? Fears. Right now I have a fear of Spanish class because it's so boring. I probably, no, I got over my fear of failure in second semester geometry. Could I just steal them? I mean, let's go with the Michael Scott answer. Loneliness. Wow, that became really dark. That was meant as a joke. Or what does Dwight say? Loneliness, or maybe women. I guess it doesn't apply to me, but just steal that. What have you made yourself? At first I was like, what have you made yourself as like a human being? And then I realized this is probably going for like physically. What like have you crafted? I don't make anything. I've made myself into a confident human. I almost said competent human being. That works too. A confident human being. Do you trust your government? No. But they're not that bad. What are your favorite cartoons? Phineas and Ferb is the only answer. That was number 20, by the way. Who is your role model? Who is my role model? I guess I don't really have one. Oh well, again, I didn't answer the question, but whatever. It's proof I'm not skipping them. Does pop culture deserve serious study? Only when it's done by red letter media. But sure. Pop culture. I like pop culture. It's pretty cool. Do you have good manners? I think my manners are pretty good. I mean, I'm not like a British knight, but like not too bad. What causes should philanthropic groups finance? We're gonna move to the next. Should fertilized eggs be given legal personhood? These are getting strange. Oh, let's move to this. What challenges have you set for yourself? Does that? I don't know. I don't know. I just want to become a rich lawyer. That's all I want. Have you have you experienced sexual harassment? What does this list become? And no, we're just gonna move on. 28. Do leaders have moral obligations? I think everyone has moral obligations, don't they? Like, get real about this. We're already to 7:30. Well, this is gonna be like a 40-minute video. Do presidential candidates need to be good debaters? Clearly not, based on the last cycle. But if you aren't, and the opponent is, you're screwed. Do you shop at locally owned businesses? No. Are you a brand? No, I'm a person. Do you sympathize with the Occupy Wall Street movement? I don't think so, but I don't even really know what that is, so I don't read the news anymore. That's old. What do you read and how do you read it? Well, this is convenient. The book I'm reading is right here. It's called Dividing Eden. I read it in book form. Okay. Should people be allowed to obscure their identities online? Isn't that what the internet is? Which is more important, talent or hard work? They're both important. Because if you aren't talented and you work hard, you're screwed. And if you're talented and you don't work hard, you might be screwed. So I guess based on what I just said there, talent is more important. Do your parents support your learning? I don't know. They pretty much leave me alone and let me do my thing. What are you grateful for? Oh, I should have done that little list thing that I was supposed to be doing. It's coming back to bite me. We're just going to move to the next one. What time should Black Friday sales start? Logic tells us Black Friday. What are you good at? I am good at heel clicking. Do Photoshop images make you feel bad about your own looks? No, because I am perfect. When in your life have you been a leader? I am a leader to all those who see me. What would you put in your emergency go bag? This is one of those that might be worth visiting later. The only thing that's coming into mind is Ritz crackers, and that's not a good move. I would bring Ritz crackers. What artists or bands of today I need to hurry up. Are destined for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I have no idea. Which Republican candidate will win the presidential nomination? This was in 2016, so we're going to go with Mitt Romney. What's next for computing? Google. What new emoticons does the world need? It needs me, my face. Should the morning after pill be sold over the counter to people under 17? I don't know what that is, so we're going to go with yes. Are we losing the art of listening? Yes, because you're probably already done watching this video. We're almost a third of the way there. Do you discuss religion with friends? Yeah, we discuss how terrible Christian worldview is as a class, not Christians' worldviews. But besides the point, that was 50, by the way. What places in your past do you appreciate more now from a distance? Not my middle school. Would you consider deleting your Facebook account? Sure, why not? Is it wrong to sell store-bought pastries at a big sale? I'm gonna go with yes. That's cheating. Make your own crap. What will you remember most from 2011? I have no clue what happened in 2011, so we are going to go with... I think that was when U.S. troops were withdrawn from Afghanistan, so we're going to go with that. Have you ever interacted with the police? Nothing interesting. Can you be good without God? We're going to skip that. What's your favorite holiday food memory? I'm always throwing up on the same day. Also, Grandma's fried shrimp. How are you spending the holiday break? Oh, this is timely. I'm doing nothing and being bored, but liking it, because being bored is better than being miserable. What was that? But I'm not going to edit because I'm too lazy. Do you make New Year's resolutions? No, I'm perfect. Do you have a signature clothing item? My Dwight Schrute costume. Do your teachers use technology well? All of them except the ones that watch your computers and stop you from playing Tetris. Those are the ones that don't. Everyone else is fine. What would your personal mascot be? Emmett Rogers. What is your favorite place? My bed. What if your parent ran for president? Since they aren't a political figure, they wouldn't get far. What game would you like to redesign? I don't know. That's too hard. I'm trying to go fast. We'll just go with Monopoly, because I've done that. Oh boy, during Jopley was a thing. What's your favorite printable slang term? Does printable mean, like, not vulgar? I'll just say Jordans, because I know that. Hot goss. Should charities focus more on America? I don't really care. What is the right amount of group work in school? Only ones where I can pick the groups and classes that my friends are in. Given unlimited resources, what scientific or medical problem would you like to investigate? The one that kills people. Cancer. There we go. Who would you share your passwords with? No one. Except strange websites. Do you think you are brave? Not really, but I think in the moment I'm fine. What is your most memorable writing assignment? I don't know, I can't think of any good ones, so apparently I have none. What would you like to learn on your own? The secrets of human existence. What's your response to Obama's third State of the Union address? What are the best movies? Wait, oh, is this from 2011? Oh, it is. Oh, so all of a sudden my Mitt Romney joke answer was actually correct. That makes this makes a lot more sense now. Oh, what are the best movies you saw in 2011? I'm sure I saw The Incredibles in 2011 at some point. Wait, was that when Cars 2 came out? Oh, Cars 2. Cars 2. There we go. I knew that. I'm proud. Should the dropout age be raised? Sure. I don't know what that means. How should you handle the end of a friendship? By abandoning the other person and moving on with your life. That sounded really cruel, but that's the correct answer. Do you have a blog? Yep, www.creedthoughts.com. What if I did and you guys didn't know? Do you watch the Super Bowl? Yes, I do. Do you cook macaroni and cheese? Do college rankings matter? If that's sports, no. If it's actual schools, then the only one that matters is the Kelvin #1 in the category that's only them. Do you like being alone for short periods of time? What story does your personal data tell? Like my internet history? Because if so, then I'm boring. How would you make over your mall? I don't know what that means. Oh wait, is that like actually like where this? Oh, I don't know. I don't really go to malls. I feel like that was actually a deeper question. Oh, we're on 85 by the way. We're halfway there. How do male and female roles differ in your family? Not worth getting into. They're normal. Should homeschoolers be allowed to play public school sports if they go to the school, which they don't? Well, I had an opinion on that one. Do you eat too quickly sometimes and then I get the hiccups? Who inspires you? Mitt Romney. Are you a novelty seeker? If that means like Christmas, no. If that means in like Quidditch, then no. Would you rather attend a public or private high school? I'm going to go with private. How much information is too much information? You know when it happens. Should companies collect information about you? Probably not, but I'm going to willingly participate anyway. What do you eat during the school day? Well, my go-to is focaccia with ham, salami, and pepper jack. What are your favorite young adult novels? If Harry Potter counts, then that. And if it doesn't, then I don't read enough, so we're just going to go with the one I'm reading right now. What kind of feedbacks helps you improve? I'm good with harsh feedback. What are your family stories of sacrifice? I don't know. What is the racial makeup of your school? I would say 70% white, 15% black, 10% Asian, and the rest are like Hispanic. Does that line up? Yeah, that lines up. We'll go with that. Maybe a little more for like Asian and even black. Probably like 65. Good enough. Fluent in vocal fry, creaky voice, or uptalk. I think those are apps. So we're gonna go with none of them. What would you name your neighborhood? Too far away from Christian High. Can kindness become cool? No. What is your reaction to the Rush Limbaugh controversy? That he's too conservative. I don't know what his controversy was in 2011. What have you done to earn money? Well, as my business card states, my wallet, which has $2 in it, states I don't earn enough money. I am a data acquisition specialist to earn money. What question? Oh, I'm at 103, by the way. What questions do you have about how the world works? I have a lot, but like it's not the kind of thing that like that I have like a list in my head. So we're just gonna. What are your favorite junk foods? Not drunk foods. Even though I have a strange feeling nacho cheese Doritos are the answer to both of those questions. How well do you think standardized tests measure your ability? I mean, not like well, but like I think they do their job fine. How important is it to have a driver's license? I was just thinking the other day about how it feels like I've had my driver's license like my whole life, even though it's really like 8 months. It's a beautiful thing. Do social media campaigns like Kony 2012 stunt or stimulate real change? Oh, Kony 2012, not Kony 2012 stunt. I have never heard of that, so we're gonna go with no. How do you feel about zoos? I like zoos. They're kind of fun. Oh, are these like people who hate zoos because they like are animal cages? Yeah, they can. I don't. That's stupid. They're stupid. People are stupid. Would you quit if your values did not match your employer's? Depends how much money I'm making. Should the R rating for bully be changed? What is... Normally I don't Google these when I don't know, but I'm intrigued. Oh, is that a movie? Oh. I thought it was like they would rank bullies. Oh, then I don't care about that movie. That was disappointing. I thought they ranked bullies on it like a letter scale. Are anti-smoking ads effective? Probably not. People know enough about that already. We're at 112 now, by the way. Where's the line between truth and fiction? Whether it's true or not. That was stupid. How productive and organized are you? I'm not sure if that showed you how terrible my room is, but that gets the job done. But I am very productive. I wrote a 7.5-page paper in like 30 minutes. I'm pretty. That was a lie. It took like an hour. But that's still pretty good. What's the coolest thing you've ever seen in a museum? I'm not sure. I've been to some of the museums in like DC. Probably something in there, but I can't remember. What is your reaction to the Trayvon Martin case? I know, I remember what that is, but like, I think that was like one of the police brutality. Was that the one in Ferguson? It's 2012. I don't remember it anymore, and what my opinion was. What can other schools learn and copy from your school? I don't know. That some of these take too much time. What do you hope to be doing the year after you graduate from college? I mean, going to law school, and after that being, if it's like the year after that, being a lawyer. That would be good. That's a question that I think a lot of people in my grade and just our age period should be thinking. Whatever makes you happy and can also make you money, because you need money to survive and you need happiness to not kill yourself. What small things have you seen and taken note of today? I mean, I took note of the fact that I put too much mustard on my sandwich. But I feel like that's not what we're going for. Do you know how to code? No. What movies, shows, or books do you wish had sequels, spin-offs, or new episodes? Everything should just stop making new stuff. Unless it's The Good Place, in which case I want my 3rd season back on Netflix. What would you do if you won the lottery? Well, I'd have lots of money. I would probably pretty much do the same stuff I'm already doing. But I would do more fun stuff with my money. That would be fun. Do you want to write a book? I mean, if I had a good idea, sure. But like, I'm not like chomping on the bit to write a book. How do you celebrate spring? That's stupid. Do you spend too much time on smartphones playing stupid games? Tetris is not a stupid game. It teaches you organization and mathematical placement skills. Stupid question. How do you archive your life? I don't. I'm remembered by all those who come into contact with me. Should couples live together before marriage? What is your fantasy vacation? It involves me having lots of money and doing rich people stuff in either the Caribbean or Europe. Doesn't that sound fun? Is it ethical to eat meat? Yes, it is. Or probably, maybe not, but I do it anyway. What things did you create when you were a child? Nothing good, that's for sure. Also, lots of poop. When did you last have a great conversation? Well, right now I'm talking to myself, the only person worthy of my conversation. Why do you share photos? So people can have access to photos? That was stupid. What leader would you invite to speak at your school? I would invite Kim Jong-un. simply because that would be historic. That would be incredible. That would get recognized all over the world. I would be famous. What have you and your family accomplished together? Nothing really. Is TV too white? I don't know. I don't really watch much TV. How necessary is a college education? Not as necessary as people say it is if you have some sort of trade. Pretty soon plumbers are going to be making tons of money. They already do. How much does your life in school intersect with your life outside school? I mean a lot, because that's a lot. That's pretty much my life. That's where all my friends are from. That's what my extracurriculars are. How important is keeping your cool? It's pretty important, because you don't want to go off at the wrong time. Punch a wall, circa Andy Bernard. We're on 138. I'll try to carry up because we're at 26 minutes. Do you prefer tacos authentic or appropriated? Probably appropriated. What's cluttering your life? Useless Spanish 4 homework. When have you ever failed at something? What happened as a result? I failed at several auditions as well as second semester geometry, as I mentioned earlier. And anything else I've failed at, I don't need to share. What teachers do you appreciate? I appreciate Mr. Tuitt, Mr. Deekema, Tom for letting me leave class whenever I want. There's some other good ones. There are lots. Oh, there's some more Facebook notifications that I don't look at. I like a lot of my teachers. Do you prefer your children's book characters obedient or contrary? I cannot say I have a detailed opinion on that. When should you feel guilty for killing zombies? Aren't they already dead? So never. How should parents address internet pornography? By saying it's really disturbing, and why would you do that? Does Mitt Romney's high school... Wait, Mitt Romney was a high school bully? Oh, that's just... Nope. No. It's crap. No. Is TV stronger than ever or becoming obsolete? Depends what you watch. When is it okay to replace human limbs with technology? Whenever someone loses a human limb. How far would you go for fashion? Not very far. How often do you interact with people of another race or ethnicity? Every single day. Well, whenever I leave the house. Because school. What would your fantasy road trip be like? You get a different family, and then we're good to go. Would you consider a non-traditional occupation? Sure, if it's like I said before, what matters for your job is that it's something that you enjoy doing and that you can make a living off of. If that's not doing something that everyone is used to, that's probably good, because then it means you're doing something you love. How full is your glass? My glass is tippity-top full. What's on your summer reading list? Well, it's not the summer, but my reading list. I actually have one right now because I need to read more. Someone texted it to me, so we're gonna. Currently has Dividing Eden, The Bean Trees, Mosquito Land, Apple and Rain, A Year Down Yonder, and The Secret Life of Bees. I don't think I'm gonna read that one because I saw that as a forensics piece and I didn't like it. So it's getting the hack. What's your comfort food? I don't know, just like American food, plus I would have to go back to that Dorito answer. What cuts should cash-strapped schools make? They should cut all of their sports programs. That would never happen. When do you become an adult? When you turn 18. Who would be the ideal celebrity neighbor? I don't know, so we're just going to go with my celebrity crushes, Daisy Ridley and Kristen Bell. How close are you to your parents? We're pretty close. How do you keep up with the news? I read it online, really. 160, what advice would you give to someone who just started dating? I feel like I'm not in a position to do that. But don't be controlling and don't be controlled. Just have a good relationship. Be friends. What is your opinion about the morning after pill? Wait, is that the question that was like from earlier that I didn't understand? Why is that twice? Do you have a job? Um, Not like currently, but in the summers I'm bored in an office, so yes. And 163, when should juvenile offenders receive life sentences? Only in scenarios where they are trying to appease the Slender Man and escape to the Slender Mansion. There we go. If this goes over well, there are apparently 250 more of these we can do in the future. So, like I said before, like, subscribe, and comment below any questions you would like to potentially see full videos explaining in better detail.